Good evening and welcome back for some more tattoo reviews. Today I'm going to be looking at tattoos that kind of transcended pop culture and became like super kind of like meme tattoos that everyone asked for a period of time. Tattoos that kind of for a year or 2 years, we were getting a lot of people coming into tattoo studios and asking for because they'd seen them on a certain celebrity that they really like. So yeah, let's take a look. First up, we have this finger tattoo that Cara Delevingne got quite a few years ago now, but this got requested for Into Oblivion, and we kind of just, when I say we, I just mean like tattoo artists in general, just kind of had to loop infinitely repeating that tattoos on fingers like that. Where's it at on the screen? Like this, don't really heal or hold up well at all. It's not like a bad tattoo, because like to do a face that small is pretty impressive, really. On a finger, it's probably been done with like a tiny little 3-liner sort of thing, like a really small needle, and it's just, it takes a certain amount of like control of your hands and like patience to do like a face that small, especially on a finger, because it's it's like not much bigger than like the letters that I have on my hand. So to get like a lion's face, and those tiny little like the little whisker holes or whatever you call them, and the nose and stuff on there, it's impressive. But the issue with it is that it's not gonna hold up too well. I haven't actually seen it healed. I think this photo looks fresh because it's got like redness on the knuckle and stuff, so it looks like that's it fresh there. It would be interesting to see it healed. Let's see if I can find a photo of that actually. Nah, I couldn't really find a photo of it healed, so this will just have to do. But it won't have healed that great. It might have, you might still be able to tell what it is. But the point is that a lot of people started asking for this tattoo, and you just had to explain to them, like, look, it's not going to be what you think it's going to be. Like, you're just going to end up with kind of like a smudge on your finger. For finger tattoos, I'd say it's better to get something like bold and simple so it like holds up better. Anyway, let's move on. Next up, we have this. It is Cheryl Cole's bottom tattoo. A lot of people after this became a thing started asking for this sort of thing. I didn't personally see it in this style getting asked for. It'd more just be like realism, really. This kind of looks like it's partially, I don't know, kind of looks like neo-traditional or traditional inspired. It's a strange one because it's shaded in kind of like a, like a painted, almost realism-esque way, but I'd say like the shape of the roses is a bit more like just straight up traditional, really. Yeah, it's quite a not a weird choice, just like I haven't really seen something done like that, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Anyway, loads of people came in asking for like this kind of area tattooed after she got this, whether it was just wanting like a rose or a peony or a flower on each bum cheek, and then not necessarily the lower back aspect. I didn't see that too much, but maybe some people did. But anyway, a lot of people asked for this, and it's actually one of the most painful areas you could get a tattoo like this, really. I think like if you get like a little small tattoo on your bum somewhere, like the classic joke one where you get like your name or whatever, it's not gonna hurt too much because it's just a small tattoo. But if you get like a big tattoo like this, it's actually a really painful area to get tattooed, especially that lower back area. Whenever I do a back piece, that little strip, maybe like that much of your lower back, kind of like the love handle area, that's where people complain about the most. So fair play to her for managing to get through this. That's It's a pretty intense fucking tattoo. I bet it took absolutely ages. It must have absolutely killed. As far as I can remember, this was done before the time of using numbing cream as well, which makes it more impressive, doesn't it? But yeah, a lot of people asked for this. I didn't do any myself, but I saw quite a few people getting them done. But yeah, anyway, let's move on. This next one I've actually already covered in a video, but I'm going to do it again because it fits the theme of this video. It's actually David Beckham's Jesus or angel tattoo that he's got. So I have since found out, since last time I talked about it, is that he did get the angel first without the wings and then got the wings added separately. This tattoo got asked for a lot by people, to the point where people now are still asking for it. I don't think it's like a bad tattoo or anything. It's just a frustrating one that a lot of people ask for because personally I think not that anything is unique now. Not fully unique anyway. I mean, I get a lot of people in my comments been like, "Oh, I've never bloody seen someone with his cheeks blacked out before. What kind of a bloody idiot are you?" So maybe having your fucking cheeks blacked out is unique, who knows. But in terms of this tattoo, just so many people have asked for it. I don't like the theme of it because I'm not overly into like I don't know, just getting like praying hands and like religious kind of stuff. And I know what you're thinking. You're like, haven't you got a crown of thorns tattooed across your head? It's like, yeah, I have actually. But I did that from a place of blasphemy rather than a place of like God worship. But yeah, anyway, this one, so many people asked for it. They're asking for it now, still, which it could be a cool thing to get something like that. You know, like I wouldn't mind maybe doing, you know, like a skeletal version with like bat wings or something like that. It's done by this guy who's he's like a kind of like famous tattoo artist now because he did fucking David Beckham's tattoos. I won't say his name because he appeared in my comments when I last commented on this video, like kicking off about it, even though I didn't actually say anything bad about it. I just said that it was faded, which it is because it's about 30 years old or something. It's not a bad thing. But yeah, if you want to know who it's by, go Google it. Yeah, so this tattoo specifically, not just what it is, but like the whole religious symbology thing that had been a thing obviously before this tattoo, but I think this really like brought it into the mainstream and like forced this like legion of like people to just be like, "Oh, David Beckham's tattoos," and instead of getting something, you know, unique to them, they were just like, yeah, I bet there's probably people excuse me, there's probably people out there that have fucking, what's it, does it say Romeo and Cruz? There's probably people out there that have Romeo and Cruz tattooed on them, specifically just because they want David Beckham's tattoos. It wouldn't surprise me at all. I might try and find something like that, but not for this video anyway. Moving on. Next up, we have one that is probably the one I've seen most requested. It is Rihanna's ISIS tattoo. That is ISIS, the god, not the terrorist organization. But she got this like a good amount of years ago, and people still now are getting this tattoo. It's a cool tattoo. I like it. It looks really good. It's a cool place to get it. Also, again, a really painful area to get tattooed, depending on your body composition anyway. But yeah, a lot of people ask for this still. Again, it would be cool to do. It's just that classic like shape that goes on that area of the stomach. You know, like you get a lot of that like eagles, bats, things with wings go really good on that area. What have I got on mine? Oh yeah, I haven't got anything like that on mine actually, but it's quite a common thing. You know, you want that kind of like, not always, but if you get that kind of like shape, it just like sort of frames that area quite well. It's a cool tattoo. It gets asked for a lot. If you're gonna get it, I'd maybe get it or something like it, or get your artist to do something like it even. I'd maybe just ask for an interpretation done in their own style. just so you've got a slightly different tattoo to the other 100,000 people that've got it, you know. Anyway, I won't linger on this one. It's a cool tattoo. Moving on. This next one is one that it's quite a strange one for a lot of people to ask for, and it's kind of more, or at least when he got it, it was more like just exclusive to the metal community. It's Ollie Sykes' black out sleeve with white over the top. This is still kind of like a thing going on. Like, I got my arm blacked out maybe like 10, 11 years ago or something like that. And I'd say once every 2 months, maybe, someone goes, "Are you getting white over the top? Is that how you're going to finish it off?" And the answer is no for me specifically, but it is quite a commonly asked for thing. And it's kind of this tattoo that sort of caused that, because he's always been like quite a, I don't know what the word is, like a big figure in like music, especially like the alternative community and like the metal community and stuff. But now he's kind of like transcended that, because it's Bring Me the Horizon are like a weird like hybrid of styles now. So like he's just generally famous and in the general public's eye now. Yeah, so a lot of people were asking for this, but like some people that were asking for it didn't even have like a sleeve tattooed to cover up with blackout. Like I had the reason I haven't got my wrist done is I was getting that done and it came around here, and we got to here and it just started fucking knacking after a few hours of blacking out. So I was like, you know what? I'll finish that another time, and I've never got it finished yet, so that's on the list. But yeah, I had like a kind of like realism curiosity shop themed sleeve under this that was actually, it was really cool and I liked it, but I just like how blackout looks more. And that's usually what happens, is like you get a sleeve and then you get that sleeve blacked out and then you'd get the white over the top of it. But because of this guy, a lot of people were coming in and just being like, I want a blackout sleeve straight away on like bare flesh, which, you know, I would do it. If someone wants a blackout sleeve, I'll give them a blackout sleeve, because it's a lot more like, the word isn't mainstream, because blackout sleeves still, or blackout in general, still isn't mainstream. But it's a lot more like accepted and like kind of normalized now. So if someone maybe like 5 or 6 years ago had to come in with a fresh arm with nothing on it and asked for like a blackout sleeve, I'd have maybe been like, nah man, like that's a bit, I don't know what the word is, you know, a bit like kind of like frowned upon or something. But now I'd probably do it, because there's a lot of people just doing that. There's a lot of artists that literally just do blackout and do like full legs and stuff like that, which looks really cool. The white doesn't really hold up too well over the top. It can. There's a couple of cool artists I've found recently that do white on black specifically as like their thing. I'll maybe do a video on them actually, because it's quite a recent thing that's coming about as a kind of as a result of all these people that have got blackout, where they're now finding ways to be able to get white to like hold up on black sleeves. But this one in particular, I've seen it healed and it doesn't look like it's held up amazingly, but it does still kind of look cool. Though I am biased, because I obviously just like blackout on its own. So blackout with like a little bit of a pattern on it is also cool. But yeah, if you were going to get something like this, just make sure you go to the right artist, someone that knows what they're doing. Otherwise, you're just going to be disappointed. But yeah, it's cool. I like it. I can't remember what I was talking about. Fuck it. Next one. Next up, I think I might have exceeded the usual 5 in a video here, but who cares? This one is he called Adam Levine from... Oh, is that other guy? Is that the guy from Workaholics? What's this guy's name? Let's just have... No, I was right. It's Adam Levine. Adam Devine is the guy from Workaholics. I just didn't want to get those confused. Not that it matters. But yeah, this guy, not a specific tattoo that is like kind of like iconic, apart from maybe the California. I'm not big into like Maroon 5. I'm not really into that sort of music. I think it's a bit shit, but everyone else seems to like it. I've also heard that he's a bit of a, I don't know what the word is, bit of a dick or something. But I don't know him, so I can't comment on that. That's just what, you hear articles about. But why I included him in the video is he kind of like brought this like patchwork style to like the mainstream crowd. Obviously, this has always been a thing, especially in like black traditional, which he seems to mostly kind of have. Like these are like classic sort of black traditional designs. He's got, it looks like his sleeves maybe like a little bit of I don't know, just a mishmash of like general black and grey, but he like he kind of like brought this to the attention of like the general public, that you can just kind of sporadically get tattoos littered about with no like cohesion in a sense, but the ultimate goal is that once you've kind of completed it, the cohesion then comes. Like the way this like hand on his chest is placed, you'd kind of maybe say that's like not not like a standard place that you'd put a tattoo like that. But that's kind of what this is all about. This patchwork thing. You just put a tattoo down where it is and then build up around it, and it does look cool, and I really like it. And since he started doing it, a lot more people have been getting like front pieces like this, where it's like a collection of like loads of them. Whereas like when I sort of started getting tattooed, and like before this kind of idea came into the mainstream, you'd get like your big chest tattoo, you'd get your big stomach tattoo, maybe probably your 2 ribs done, and then like build up the rest around it with filler or whatever like that. But this kind of just revealed to people like, oh, hang on, you can just fucking get tattoos wherever you want them, and it looks quite cool. I'm quite a big fan of like that vibe, really, in general. I do a lot of kind of like patchwork is like kind of the phrase that's like unanimously used for that now. But I do quite a lot of like sleeves and front pieces and legs and stuff like that, where it's just like a collection of like cool tattoos just randomly placed with no kind of like specific thought about flow or anything like that. But yeah, that's him. Right, that'll probably do for that video. I think I did 6 there, which is 1 more than normal, so you're welcome. If you like that video, don't forget to like and subscribe. It helps me out loads and I would appreciate it very much. If you want a tattoo from me, head over to the information below, find my Instagram, send me an email, and I will book you in for that. And as always, thanks for watching.